3, 2, 1. Now, we're going live now, my man. We are live. At least I think we're live. I'm going to hit my refresh button, by the way. And give me a second to do that. Uh-oh, I hit the wrong button. I don't know what I just did. But I'm going to close this down. 1 second. Let me quit this. All right, Connie, I'm going to check on my page. Hopefully you can see yourself, my man. At least you will be able to see yourself in just a second. Share it to the group. Okay, here we go. Tribe. Okay, all right, in 5, 4. All right, for anyone that's joining out there, as you're just tuning in, do me a favor. Hey, B. Jacqueline Jetter. Do me a favor, B. Jacqueline. Let me know if you can hear us, by the way, because sometimes we get started and we can't be heard, which, as you can imagine, can be a challenge as that takes place. So do me a favor. For those folks that are tuning in, we're on travel. We're in a strange location, a strange place, but it doesn't matter. We are here with you through the power of these fiber optic lines, which is something I really enjoy doing when I'm out here doing what I do. So do me a favor if you're out there, by the way. Let me know that you can hear me. Jacqueline says, Shay, we hear you loud and clear. And that is super amazing. So thanks a lot, Jacqueline, for letting me know. We've got a very, very special guest, none other than the Saucony Prince. And Saucony, can you see yourself yet, Saucony?
I'm trying to make sure that I'm centered with the camera because I don't want to cut my head off.
Well, part of your head is cut off, so I can tell you that now. You got to move about an inch or two to the other side. A little more, a little more, a little more. All right. They're saying they haven't heard you say anything yet, so go ahead and say mic check, mic check.
Mic check, mic check. Can you hear me?
All right. B. Jacqueline Jetter. B. Jacqueline, send Trevor Ott a message, by the way. I know he was trying to reach out to you earlier today. So just send him a note so he can know you exist. I didn't have your number. I know he was trying to reach out to you earlier today. B. Jacqueline Jetter says loud and clear. Look, for all of the Facebook family, for all of the folks that are joining, welcome, welcome, welcome to this very special episode of The Lab, the #1 business development and revenue focused late night show in the country. And we have one mission and one mission only, and that is to help you, the happy entrepreneur, live a well-being life. And that's very important. Saucony, I know you're out there tuning in. Manny Hall, you have none other than the one and only, that is Saucony Prince on the other side. Saucony, what's going on, my man?
Nothing much, man. Just making it do what it do.
You know, this happens, by the way, and for those folks who want to know what's going on, I'm on travel right now, and I'm in a hotel, and so we are attempting to broadcast live, which we're doing this very second, and I think the video is getting interrupted on and again and off again. Not sure why, but we're going to check that out in just a moment. They said video is interrupted, so let me do a check. Pamela Usher, let me know if you can hear me. I'm currently at the hotel trying to broadcast, doing the best I can, and they're telling me right now that they're having a hard time hearing us. So for those folks that are joining, I want to at least go over to part two of the session, because one of the things that we recognize is that when you use the hypnotic sales approach, then you're able to be able to connect the folks at a much deeper level. You're able to have the conversations you want to have, and more importantly, you're able to make a difference in the world. Now, Saucony, I want to ask a question. I just want to know if it's possible. Can you even see the slide there, the hypnotic sales approach?
I'm actually looking on my phone, on my older phone.
Okay.
There's a little time delay, so I can't see it.
No. When you look at your computer, can you see the hypnotic sales approach now?
Yes, I see it.
You see it. Okay, good. So you're able to see the screen, not at your phone, but you should be able to see it on the screen. So I've got to make an adjustment to kind of understand why you're not seeing yourself. And so we'll figure that out on our next episode, my man. Let me ask you a question, Saucony. As we talk about expanding our comfort zones, and we talk about having powerful and persuasive language, we talk about being a sales visionary. Hey, Pam, thanks for joining. Hey, Donna, it's always a pleasure. And once again, B. Jacqueline Jetter, make sure you reach out to none other than the Trevor Ott, by the way. I keep getting a message saying stream quality has been automatically lowered. All right, I'm in the internet. So, Coney, what does it mean, by the way, when you expand your comfort zone? You're at a difficult place and you run into these type of obstacles and challenges. Take a moment and talk to the folks that are out there watching, that are out there listening right now. And they might be like myself right now, where they've had a full day. And one of the challenges they have is they're trying to get something done and they're running into obstacles. What do you say to that person out there right now?
Well, I tell them just how important it is to keep going, because there is somebody waiting on you. And that's one of the things I really appreciate about you is your dedication. Your dedication to every night, to faithfully be on here, and your commitment, to show up every single time and not just give us fluff, but actually provide valuable content. And so I would encourage anybody who's facing any challenges, you have to remember why you start.
Yeah, and as you're out there right now, do me a favor, just look right below the video. One of the words that I want you to write, and don't worry, in just a moment, I'm going to get back into teaching the hypnotic sales approach. That is a commitment that we made on this particular episode. We'll be getting into what it means that, hit the wrong button. Okay, there we go. There's so many things going on here. This is like fun, but it's cool. Do me a favor. Look right below the video and just write these words. I am consistent and committed. I am consistent and committed. One of the stories that I shared yesterday that really had a profound impact on me today as I was thinking. I said, when I got started, I wanted to be consistent, but I didn't understand you have to be consistent and committed. And just recently, I was at the dentist, and I had a dental appointment. This was just past Sunday at 8:20 a.m. And I went to the dentist, obviously, because it was that time. And when I was there, about a month and a half ago, getting a regular cleaning, the dentist came over to me, and he mentioned, Shay, we need to do a deep scale cleaning. Now, if anybody knows anything about deep scale cleaning, it's not my favorite thing to do, by the way. It's when they go into your gums, and they have to scrape out all of the plaque. And you have to get these shots. And I wasn't excited about it. But he said, look, Shay, if we do this, then you only have to get this maybe once or twice a lifetime. But you haven't been flossing consistently. And he was right. Although I have a water pick, and I hadn't been using my Listerine or mouthwash, although he asked me to do that 3 years ago, right? So I fell off the bandwagon. I don't know if you fell off the bandwagon. I was doing it, but not consistency. So I knew what to do, but I wasn't doing it. And here's what he said to me. He said, Shay, if you are consistent and committed, meaning if you are consistent with making sure you floss after you eat, not a new idea, I get it. Making sure that you also use your mouthwash after you eat, not a new idea. If you are consistent and if you will commit to doing that, then I promise you things are going to be just fine. But if you don't, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you can find yourself in a worse situation. So I told him, I said, look, I will be consistent and I will be committed. I will be consistent and I will be committed. And I understood that there was a difference between those two. And I'm going to get Zaccone Prince to talk about that for a moment, that I am consistent and committed. I am consistent and committed. And I told Dr. Longman right there in that moment that that's what I was going to do. You'll be proud of me. No, okay. I've done it for the last 2 days. We're only in day 2 of this, by the way. We're only in day 2 of this, Zaccone. But I'm here. Zaccone, do me a favor. There are folks out there right now, and they have a vision. And they understand that a sales visionary understand that sales helps you develop the resources necessary in order to execute the vision you have for yourself, the vision you have for your loved ones, and the vision you have for the people you were called to serve. Now, I'm in a hotel, just finished the meeting, sat down, opened up my laptop, and said, oh my gosh, number one, I forgot my external plug. I know. Number 2, I couldn't get my camera to work. Number 3, I called Zaccone and said, Zaccone, my internet is too slow. Zaccone said, don't worry about it. We're going to do this anyway. And I said, you know what? I am consistent and I'm committed. And then I looked at the clock and said, Zaccone, we're running a little bit late. I wonder if we're going to go, Shay. And so sometimes you need people in your corner, by the way, because even Trevor Otts walked in here today. He brought me the plug that I needed and told me everything looked just fine. I said, does it look just fine? Are they going to see I'm in a hotel room? He says, oh, that doesn't matter, man. Let's go give them value. So do me a favor. Look right below the video, and there's something in your life and I'm going to ask Zaccone to talk about this, that you need to be consistent in, and you need to be committed. I'm going to ask you right now, for those folks who want to get results in your life and results in your business. That's what the Happy Entrepreneur believes. The results in your life are just as important as the results in your bank account. I'm going to ask you to write these words down. I am consistent and committed. I am consistent and committed. And I'm not going to ask you to say what you're consistent and committed to, but you make that declaration and you tell yourself that 7 times a day for the next 7 days. 7 times a day for the next 7 days. Hey, Gloria Coleman. Hey, Monica Baker. Hey, Yolanda Beacon. My system's coming up. Hey, Melta Diamond. How you doing? Dr. Kenneth Thigpen is in the house. She says, be consistent and committed. Yolanda said, I am consistent and committed. Zaccone, talk about the power of being consistent and committed. Take it away, my man.
Well, I would definitely say that being consistent is because you are committed. When you're being consistent, it's because you are committed. Your commitment is what's going to drive your consistency. I remember several years ago at a training, and this young lady, she told me that she had a problem with her confidence. And before I knew it, I said a tweetable. I said, consistency builds confidence. I said, oh man, let me tweet that. I got to put that down. Consistency builds confidence. And it's true. When you're consistent, your confidence builds. But what drives your consistency? What drives your consistency is your commitment. Your commitment to the people that you were meant to serve. And so you have to really find out what is that why. And I was telling somebody earlier today, your why is waiting. Your why is waiting. The thing that drives you, the thing that's near and dear to your heart is waiting for you to commit to it. When you're committed to it, you'll be consistent. So your commitment drives your consistency. And so they really work in tandem. They work together because one feeds the other. And in fact, the more consistent you are, the more committed you want to be. But you start with that commitment to serving. And I love what you say, Shay. Selling equals service. Selling equals service. Selling equals service. And when you are committed to serving people, when you have them at the core of what you're doing, you be committed, and that'll show up with your consistency.
Wait. You be committed. I like that. You be committed. Let me just interrupt you for just a moment. Look, Gloria, as you're out there, Crystal Cunningham, as you're out there, do me a favor. Zaccone Prince mentioned something important, and I'm going to get into the hypnotic sales approach, but I want you to look right below the video and just put your why is waiting. Your why is waiting. Zaccone Prince is talking about being consistent and committed. I told you the story of what I'm doing with my dentist, and I made a public declaration, but you're going to be consistent and committed. You know, Zaccone Prince, when I asked him if he would join on today, I said, Zaccone, I want to go over it, and I want you to help expand on it. Would you be willing to do that? Now, Zaccone agreed to that. Now, you see Zaccone looks great. Now, he was like, well, is my lighting going to be right? Is my internet going to be going through? Maybe I won't come through as clear. And I'm thinking to myself, that doesn't matter. What matters is that you have a heart to give. You have a heart to serve. And sometimes, Leroy, people believe that you have to get everything right. And Donna, that's not the case. Your why is waiting. Monica Butt says your why is waiting. Gloria Coleman says your why is waiting. Crystal Cunningham says your why is waiting. Yolanda Beacon says your why is waiting. See, you don't have to get it right. You just have to get going. And sometimes, Zaccone, when I'm working with folks, they always believe that they got to get everything right. It has to be just perfect. Oh, I did something. And if it's not perfect, then there's going to be a problem. Now, I'm in the hotel. The hotel internet was slow. I was struggling with the hotel internet, struggling with my phone, typed in my phone, and even while we were on this call, I got a few messages while we were talking. Zaccone said he'll tell you, and guess what happened? It said the internet's too slow, it's going to stop. Hey, Emmy Vickers, thanks for joining. Hey, my man Markeith. Markeith, if you're at your computer, let me know. We're going to bring you on right now. We're going to bring Markeith on if he's around. And so I said, can I do this? You know what I decided? I said, we've got to do this. We're on a mission. And our mission is really to inspire. Our mission of this show is to empower. Our mission of the show is to provide resources for the entrepreneur to live a balanced life and execute their vision for the people they were called to serve. Someone said, Shay, what is the freaking purpose of this show? And I said, the Happy Entrepreneur, or the Lab, the #1 business development and revenue focused late night show, has a mission. And our mission is to inspire, our mission is to empower, and our mission is to provide resources for the entrepreneur to live a balanced life and execute the vision they have for the people they were called to serve. And if you're out there right now, just like Connie Prince who showed up, if you're out there right now, you got a vision. If you're out there right now and you're ready to serve, if you're out there right now and you know that selling equals service, do me a favor, and I'm coming over to Connie Prince, do me a favor, just look right below the video, and just write these words. The vision of my company is to blank. Hey, William Dallas, thanks for joining. The vision of my company is to blank. And you have a vision. That's why I asked everybody to write these words. I am consistent and committed. You're committed to the vision. So just write those words down. This is very important. Hey, Meredith Brown, thanks for joining. I appreciate that. Meredith said your why is waiting. And the reason I say that is that you don't have to get it right sometimes. You've got to get going. I'm going to go through the hypnotic sales approach in just a second. But I got to say this because when I arrived here in Atlanta, someone came up to me and they were talking about the happy entrepreneur and being happy. And you know what I shared with them, Mr. Coney? And then I'm going to come to you. I said, happy but not naive. There are folks that show up every evening. They're happy, but they're not naive. They're happy, but they understand that the rainbows and unicorns and cupcakes aren't always out there, right? They're happy, but they're not closed-minded. They're happy, but they're not pretending, I'll say, that we don't screw up and that our stuff don't stink. We're everyday folks who have a big heart, a heart to serve, a heart to give, and a heart to make a difference in the world. So you don't have to get it right. That's why the Coney Prince is over there. His internet is not perfect, but he's there anyway. I said, you sure you want to go? I'm on. I said, well, they're going to see the bedroom I'm in, and it's going to look different. Don't worry about it, Shay. We're going to do it anyway. So you don't have to get it right. You just have to get going. What does that mean to you? What can you take away from that? What is it you need to get going right now?
That means to me just how important it is, to be flexible, to deal with life as it comes. Because, and you said it's so true earlier about, just wanting to have everything so right and so perfect. And you'll never, if you wait until it's perfect, you'll never get going. You'll never get it right. Why do we have an iPhone 10? Why do we have a Samsung Galaxy 10? Because we had a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. They kept improving on it.
Yeah.
They kept adding, they kept making, they didn't wait till they got it perfect. They put it out and then they worked on what wasn't right.
Yeah.
And see, we have to do the same thing. I would not be the speaker I am today if I just waited until I was at a Les Brown level. But see, what we fail to realize is that what Les Brown went through in order to get to where he is, he had his small beginnings, and all of us are going to have those things, but we can't just allow that to stop us from going. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. And that's what I want everybody to walk away with, knowing that you can do it. Just get going. You'll get it right on the way. Just get going.
I love it. Just get going. Meredith Brown says she's here. B. Jacqueline Jeter said, the vision of my company is to serve and make an impact. B. Jacqueline Jeter, tell us how you make an impact. Pamela Ursula said, the vision of my company is to serve the world and make a difference. Pamela, tell us how you serve the world and how you make a difference. Gloria Coleman said, the vision of my company is to serve and financially empower others. Tell us how you financially empower others. Take a moment and do that. We want to know that. We want to hear that. I'm holding that right here. Donna said, the vision of my company is to assist women and enhance their inner beauty and self-expression. Now, Zaconi, did you get that one? Check that out. Yeah. She said, the vision of my company is to assist women enhance their inner beauty and self-expression. So she has a big why. And you said earlier, your why is what? Waiting.
Waiting.
Your why is waiting. you have to start to be great. Look, one thing I'm going to do is, Connie, and hang in there for just a second. I'm going to give them one technique around the hypnotic sales approach. And if you're just joining right now and you're tuning in, I'm going to go into this. And as I'm doing that, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to look right below the video. Look right below the video and just write these words. And I'm going to get going. Write these words. Hashtag serve so big. Now, people wonder why I would say hashtag serve so big. Because selling equals service. You mentioned that, Saccone. Selling equals service. Shay, you said that 100 times. I'll probably say it 10 million times before I leave this planet and get my wings and move on. That selling equals service. And so you get up every day with the vision to serve others, but selling helps you develop the resources necessary to execute that vision. So if you want to serve big, if you want to make a difference, if you want to make a dollar and a difference at the same time, if you want to have impact and make income, or if you're listening right now and say, Shay, I just want to have more meaning in the world and make a difference. Because I believe that I can make a difference in the community I'm called to serve. Look right below the video. Look right below the video and just write these words. Hashtag serve so big. And that's a signal to other folks out there that you're not in it for the money. You're not in it just to make a dollar. You're not in it just to buy a bigger house or a fancier car or go on vacation. You're in it because you have a heart to serve. Use the hashtag tonight. Hashtag serve so big. I'm going to serve up some stuff right now, Zaccone. Don't go nowhere, man. I'm going to serve it up a little bit. But hashtag serve so what? Big. Why? Because today is your January 1st. I'll come back to that in just a moment. Let me give them some nuggets and come right back. All right. Let's first go into, for those folks that are tuning in and listening, I think I did the right thing. I got this new thing over here. I'm trying to get it. So you might be wondering right now, oh, this is the wrong one. Let me move this over. I can't even see the screen. I think I did something here. Hold on. All right, there we go. What is the hypnotic sales approach? Patrice Register, I see you. Hashtag serve so big. Markeith said make a dollar and a difference. Donna says selling equals service. Gloria Coleman said hashtag serve so big. Monica said hashtag serve so big. Dr. Connect Thigpen, who is a teacher and can be taught, said hashtag serve so big. So what is the hypnotic sales approach? Maybe you're hearing it for the very first time. The hypnotic sales approach is a technique for planning a thought, which is a state, process, or experience within the mind of another person's subconscious. So through your words, through your conversation, you're going to plant a thought. Doesn't mean they're going to do it. It doesn't mean they're going to respond. It just means you're going to plant a thought inside another person's subconscious mind. One of the things that Zaccone Prince did just a few moments ago, for those who are tuning in, is he said, your why is waiting. So he planted this thought in your mind. And he said, you know what? Your why is waiting. And intellectually, you got that. But then he put it on a subconscious level. All right, Shay, I'm with you. I'm feeling you. You're going down my street right now, but can you take a moment and tell me what the purpose is? The purpose of using language patterns is to move your client's mind in the direction you want it to go. And here's the key. Here's the key. And I want you to tune in very carefully. Without the person thinking or feeling. Now, so they might not think it, but they may feel like something's wrong. And so you want to do it without them thinking or feeling like you are manipulating them. And so I'm going to share just 3 language patterns in the time that we have. And then I'm going to ask Zaccone Prince, just a role model. And Markeith, later on, if you're out there, we'll bring you on for a few minutes because I want to give all of you an opportunity, because next episode, right now I'm in Atlanta at one hotel. And then we're leaving here and going to another hotel because we're out here visiting hotels for the Black CEO National Conference. So we're on some site visits, which is really amazing. It's really incredible. And so hopefully that internet will hold up as well. But let me give you 3 techniques. And if you didn't write these down yesterday, I want to make sure that you put these down. And I want to make sure that you understand the purpose of them giving you having these techniques. And so you can sprinkle hypnotic phrases throughout your sales conversation. So you may only have 1. You may have 2. You may only speak 3 inside of a conversation. And maybe you're already doing it organically, but you're like, you know what, Jay? I never knew. And so you are unconsciously competent. That means that you are doing the right thing, but unconsciously, so it just happens for you. But I want you to be consciously competent. That means that you know exactly what you're doing and why you're doing it. So for those folks out there that say, I got it, don't worry, you hang in there. So I'm going to give you the first embedded command for hypnotic sales approach. And the first embedded command is called when you. When you. Now, as you're listening to this is a recap. I want you to use this. When you presupposes that the person's going to experience what's on the other side of what you're talking about. So they're going to try to take that off. Now you can see it. Sorry, I think I had to cut off. Someone said, Shay, it's cut off. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all are really fast. Like, y'all text me like the minute you see it, it's like click, Shay, fix it. Thank you so much. I never get tired of you telling me what to do, by the way. So please, all of you, continue to help me out because I don't know. I'm like learning this, by the way. I wish I could say I went to school to learn all this stuff. I didn't. This is like real time. But my heart's in the right place. So when you presupposes that the person's going to do or experience what you describe. So earlier I was going through the comments, Coney, and then I'm going to give you an opportunity to kind of explain that. I was going through the comments, and someone says they have a vision of their company to serve and make an impact. That was B. Jacqueline Jetter. And so if she was talking to someone, she might say that when you work with our company or when you meet with me or someone on my team, when you do that, you will experience an idea or you will experience a strategy or you will experience a golden nugget that you'll be able to use that will impact your life immediately. But Shay, that's pretty big. Yeah, that's called a big, bold claim. That's a topic for another time. A big, bold claim. And a big, bold claim means you say something that's so huge that the person's like, wow, they got to reach up to get that. Okay, I'm getting static. I don't know where that's coming from. Oh, that was my phone. Sorry, I had my phone on the button. Golly, okay. You don't have to get it right, Robert. You just got to get going. Okay, back to our regular scheduled time here. Okay, so when you have a meeting with our company, you're going to experience a golden nugget or an idea that you can use immediately. As you're looking below, I want you to write these words, when you, and then explain what the person gets on the other side when they work with your company. So if I'm Dr. Kenneth Thigpen, who is the founder of Rise Women Network. She has an amazing movement called hashtag Next Sister Up. She's been on the Happy Entrepreneur Show. She's made a commitment, and she is consistent and committed that this week she's going to share a video inside the Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe and help give women tips and ideas. So Coney, don't worry, we can use those as well, by the way. Dr. Kenneth Thigpen, she's going to give tips and ideas. Guys can really enjoy this as well, so that women understand that they are the next sister up. And her whole movement is geared around the concept that, yes, we have Michelle Obama, and she was a bad sister before she went in the White House, and she's a bad sister when she leaves the White House, and she has a book called Becoming Michelle. I think it's Becoming Michelle. And then there's Oprah Winfrey, and she was a bad sister while she was on TV. She's a bad sister when she's off TV, and she's a bad sister owning the network. And then we have Beyonce, who was a bad sister with Destiny, a bad sister when she had Beyonce, and a bad sister while she's with Jay-Z. Shay, what's the point? What's the message? What you're trying to say here? When you. Well, one of the things Dr. Kenneth is sharing is that when you understand that you are hashtag the next sister up, that it is now your turn to step up and be that great person for someone else. See, hashtag next sister up. That means they've got theirs, and they're sharing it with the world. Now, what about you? You are hashtag next sister up. And so when you experience a conversation with Dr. Kenneth Thigpen and you walk away with one idea or strategy, a nugget you can implement, you will then not only step up, but you'll be that person for someone else. She was sharing a story with me, by the way, Zaccone Prince, that when she was in, I think, the 4th grade, that she didn't recognize that her teacher at the time was a hashtag next sister up. She was a teacher. Her name is not on the front of Time magazine. You won't hear about her on CNN. She didn't give $40 million to Morehouse College so that she can pay off the student debt like Robert F. Smith. But to Dr. Connect Thigpen, she represented the type of sister that she wanted to be, because it was about hashtag next sister up. And she said, you know what? I didn't know that then, but I do know it now. So I'm going to share it with everyone else, Shay, that they are the next sister up. Hey, by the way, as you're listening right now, as you're watching right now, you're like, you know what? I am the hashtag next sister up. Do me a favor. Look right below the video. Look right below the video and write these words. Hashtag next sister up at Connect, Kennett, Thigpen. Just put hashtag next sister up and then tag at Connect Thigpen. And that's a signal to Dr. Connect Thigpen that, you know what, there are next sisters right now that are watching, like a Yolanda Bacon, who put hashtag next sister up at Connect Thigpen, or Meredith Brown, hashtag next sister up. She met Dr. Connect Thigpen. Or Monica Butts Baker, hashtag next sister up. Or I see Michelle Pillar, hashtag next sister up. Or Donna said, you know what, I've got my store. It's a store that she does custom clothing for women. She is the hashtag next sister up. See, you are right now the next sister up. And so with that being said, I got to share that when you experience this conversation, when you show up for the lab, the #1 business development and revenue focused late night show, you know what? You understand that you are hashtag next sister up. Or in this case, where's Trevor Odds at? Can I be hashtag next brother up? Can I be hashtag next brother up? Who's the next sister up? Saucony Prince. Talk about stepping up and being the next sister up or the next brother up, and why that's important. And can you incorporate that phrase? Because when you watch the Saucony Prince video, you got to go to happyentrepreneurs.tribe.com. When you listen to Saucony Prince, you will be inspired, you will be motivated, and you will take more action in your life. See, when you listen and you take action, the magic will happen all by itself. Let me just say this. Saucony Prince, take it away. Because when I listen to you, I get a smile on my face. Over to you, my man.
Well, Shay, I want to thank you again for this opportunity to share with everybody at the Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe. And to me, what it means for next sister up or this person up, that means that you are up next, which means that you need to be in the process of getting ready. And if you are committed and consistent, it's not going to be an issue because you're already doing what it takes. You're already prepared for that position. You're already working. I remember sharing with someone before about the importance of doing the job even before you get the title. Because once you got the title, you may not even want the job. So a lot of people miss out on opportunities because they're like, well, I don't have the title yet. Well, there's somebody that's learning about the job even before they get it. So why wait until it's your time and say, okay, now all of a sudden I need to learn something. I tell my kids all the time, I say, look, I'm not raising children, I'm raising adults. They say, but we're not adults. I said, well, do you wait till you get to school to put your school clothes on? They say, no. I said, do you wait till you get to church to put your church clothes on? They say, no. I said, do you wait till you get in the swimming pool to put your bathing suit on? They say, no, sir. I said, why? Because you always get ready somewhere else, right? You always get dressed somewhere else. I said, well, you don't wait till you become an adult to be one. I said, now is the time and this is the place you learn the skills you need to be an adult. Well, that even goes true for us. If you want to be a CEO, if you want to be a boss, you need to learn how to start doing that now. Because when the time comes, when you're the next person up, that's not the time for you to, well, I need to learn how to do this now. You need to be studying now. You need to be putting in the work now. You need to be committed and consistent now. So that when you get in that driver's seat, when you get in the spotlight, when you get on stage, it's not something new. This is old hat to you because you've been doing it for so long. One of the reasons why I wanted to be a speaker is because I wanted to help change people's lives. But I couldn't wait until I got in front of 10,000 people to start talking. I had to start talking in front of 10 people or 5 people or 3 people. But I had to work and build my process, and I've been getting better and better. So my point is you can't wait until you have that big moment. It takes 18, 20 years to become an overnight success. So how many of you are committed and consistent to doing that until it really happens? So that's what I want to encourage everybody listening today. Don't give up. Be committed and be consistent. Let your commitment drive your consistency, and then you'll find yourself making a difference you were meant to make. Back over to you, Shay.
I love what you say there. And so when you are consistent, when you are committed, then you get the results that you're looking for. My personal trainer name is Anthony, by the way, and I've been going to Anthony now for about 2.5 years. Could be 3 years. I'm losing track, to be honest with you. And I know when I first started working with him, one of the things that he shared with me is that when you shock the body while you're working out, that means you do a different routine. You'll see changes in your body because it has to react a little bit differently. So I like to maybe start off with arms and chest every single time and then do legs and calves. But he says, no. What if you start off this way? You start off with the legs. And then next time you start off with doing abs. And next time you start a different way. I said, well, first of all, that's just confusing for me because I like doing the same thing about the same way and following the routine. He says, no. You've got to shock the body. You've got to do something different. And so it makes the muscles and the brain react differently. And that's the message that I'm trying to share with you. I'm trying to teach you a hypnotic sales approach, but I'm trying to share examples. An example that we're talking about right now for those folks that are tuning in. I got to find this thing. For those folks that are tuning in and listening right now, the example that we're talking about right now is when you. And when you is so important. Wrong one. When you is so important. I got to find it. Yeah. When you is just one of the embedded commands. And so I want you to look right below the video, and just type these words. When you blank. So when you take a step with our company, you will blank. When you take a step with our company, or when you work with our company, you will experience what? Now, I'm giving you an opportunity not to promote your company, to promote how you serve. And I want you to get used to showing up and not just hearing something and being intellectually stimulated, but also learning at the same time. So when you take action, when you implement, when you practice what you have, guess what happens? The magic starts to happen all by itself. Now, this is so important. So I'm leaving this up there. And I want you to look right below the video. And I want you to type these words. When you. I remember a quote, Zaccone Prince, and it went something like, remember, when you compete like you practice, you have to make the most of your practice time. And so I had one of my coaches, I thought y'all was seeing me. Y'all look at the screen. Hold on, let me go over here. When you produce, don't worry. I'm not perfect, but I'm getting better every day. Here we go. One of the things that I learned from my coach, Zaccone Prince, that he used to always say is that when you compete like you practice, you have to make the most of your practice time. So how you practice is how you show up was the point that he was making. And so the reason I'm asking you guys to write below the video is not for Shay Brown. Yeah, these videos go viral. I get it. I know some of y'all follow them. Yes, other people are going to see your comments and you're going to meet and greet other folks. But when you practice what you've learned and you put the reps in, then that's where the magic happens. Now, I've been blessed. I run 5 marathons. And you don't sprint 26.2 miles. Not at my age. I cannot sprint 26.2 miles. But here's what I know. When you do 3 miles one day, and then 5 miles the next day, and then 3 miles the next day, and then you do a long run, let's say 5 miles. And then the next week you do a little longer run, you do 6. And then the next week you do a little longer run, you run 7. Over the course of 18 weeks, 19 weeks, you build up that you can run 21, 22, 25 miles. Only when you put in the reps. Only when you put in the time. Now, the point I'm making here is when you. Now, I want you tomorrow to make a commitment. Now, I promise folks that texted in early, and I haven't forgotten. I was just traveling, so, my fault. I should have sent it to my assistant. But I'm going to text you or send you the Hypnotic Sales Approach workbook that I have. So you can have all 10 lined up. And it has a worksheet there, and I'm going to get that to you. If you want to know how to get that, just text the word revenue. So you can look right below the video, and text the word revenue to 202-999-3515. Look right below the video, and text the word revenue. Right now, just text the word revenue to 202-999-3515. When you like that? When you like that? Text the word revenue to 202-999-3515. We will send you the Hypnotic Sales Approach 10 techniques. So I believe that the universe rewards people who take action differently than those that don't. And you are a person of action because only people of action show up. You are a winner because only winners show up. You are a champion because only champions show up. And you are here. And what that says about you, it says that you have the potential. Just the fact you showed up says you have the potential inside of you to perform at a higher level. Look, this is not pie in the sky. This is not dream big. This is all about us learning something and then doing something. We learn something on the lab and then we do something. We learn something on the lab and then we do something. And you can do this. You can use you can use that tomorrow. Now, I see Michelle Pillar. She's taking a step, Zaccone Prince, and she wrote something down there below. And I'm going to read it. Now, I'll ask every single one of you, you don't have to do it, to look below the video and type, when you work with our company, you will blank. When you. And it's all about using the when you. You can use it for appointments. You can use it in your marketing. You can use it in your branding. But when you show up, life happens. So I'm going to read what she put. Hey, how's it going, Christy? Here's what she wrote. When you work with our company, you will absolutely love your results and body. Now, that was pretty good, by the way, as the first step. That was pretty good, Michelle Pillar. And I'm going to ask you to tighten that up. I'm going to ask you to type it again. And I'm going to ask you to put, when you work with our company, you will achieve blank results. Look, we know the riches are in the niches. The riches are in the niches. So when you work with our company, you will have, abs. You will have more energy to do the things you want. You will have the mental focus in order to complete your task without slacking off. See, when you put, you will absolutely love your results and body, but some folks don't know what results are. Some people don't know what you mean when you say body. So I want to give you an opportunity to kind of show up and write that down. Let's go ahead and look right below the video. And Michelle Pillow, when you get a moment, just put, when you work with our company, you will absolutely blank. What type of results will they get? You will absolutely love the results of having more energy. You will love the results of losing 5 pounds. You will love the results of having a toned body. You will love the results of how your, jeans look when you wear them. I don't know. But I do know you will love the results. Christy says, hey, Zaccone and Shay, hashtag BBS representing, Black Belt Speakers representing. Murder Brown said, half the work is showing up. Half of the work is showing up. Look, when you, and this is all we're talking about right now, Zaccone Prince, when you speak to an audience, what is your vision that you have for an audience that you're speaking to motivate them? Like when you, Zaccone Prince, I'm using the when you, I'm overusing this because I want you to hear it a second and third time so it gets drilled into your subconscious mind. And I want those words, when you, to kind of be like you singing the words to a song. That's why I want you to use this 7 times a day for the next 7 days, at least tomorrow, 7 times use when you, because when you started, hear me. When you started, hear me, singing along with the words of a song on the radio, here's my question. When did you ever decide you were going to learn the words to that song? You probably never did. But when you, here's Zaccone Prince talk about the results of the vision he has to the people he works with, you're going to get inspired and motivated. And then I'm going to come over to you, Monica Butts, but I'm going to give Zaccone Prince a moment to talk about when you bring him on as a speaker, on your webinar, on your conference call, to your retreat, to your local event, have them on your podcast. Like when you ask them to show up for a Facebook Live. Look, I'm not sending him a check. I just called the guy and said, hey man, can you talk about when you and help me? He says, I've been there. I've been listening. I already know what it's about. I said, what? We had about a 5-minute conversation, literally. And he's here now. So, Zaccone Prince, talk to him. And then when you finish, Monica Butts Baker, I'm coming over to you. Talk to him, Zaccone Prince. When you show up, what vision do you have for the people you were called to serve?
When you have me come in to speak to your group, when I'm on your podcast or on your stage, I really live out my mantra, which is making motivation personal by introducing you to yourself. So when you have me come in, I ask powerful questions to get powerful results. Because if you, in order to get the right answers, you have to ask the right questions. And we ask questions of everyone else except ourselves. So my thing is helping to have that personal accountability, that personal development. And why it's so important? Because with that, you can change your direction, you can change your mind, you can change your life, you can change your company. So when you have me come in, when you have me talk to your audience, I get thought-provoking questions, which have changed their perspective and in turn change their life.
Wow. See, Zaccone Prince, that was off the cuff, ladies and gentlemen. That was truly off the cuff. But you see how he used that when you presupposes that now he has to deliver, but when you. Monica Butts Baker, she has something to say over here, Zaccone Prince. And I know I told Zaccone Prince I'm only in for a few minutes, and he's still hanging out. When you hang out with Shay Brown, you got to be careful. I'm joking. Zaccone, I'm let you go in a moment. I know. I appreciate your time. But Monica Butts Baker says, when you work with Plum Lynn, I don't know what that is, but when you work with Plum N, Plumblin, I don't know what that is. Do you know what a Plum Lynn is?
I have no idea.
Me either. Maybe it's a typo. When you work with Plum Lynn, now I did go to public schools, by the way, so it could be just me. But when you,
hey, me too.
You went to public schools? Oh, good. It might be a private school thing. I don't know. Monica, help us out. When you work with Plum Lynn, I don't know what that is. You will experience, I know what that is, the power of the written word, and your life will change immediately. Okay, I got that. So when you work with Plum Lynn, maybe that's the name of the company, I don't know, you will experience the power of written word and your life will change. Now, Monica, I'm going to reach out to you, Monica, because I want you to help us because when you work with someone who writes like Monica and you experience the power of the written word like Monica, because Monica's going to help us out, by the way, we're going to be able to define what it is we do while we're here. So when you don't know the answer, you have to go over to an expert like Monica Butts Baker. Monica Butts Baker, call me tomorrow. I need your help. I want you to come on here and talk about the power of the written word and how words can really make you rich. And tell us what the definition of Plum N is. Plum N. Because I don't know what Plum N is, so, you got to help us out. I'm from Washington, D.C., the nation's capital. I do know we're talking about today. We're talking about the hypnotic sales approach. I know that much. And I know I just asked Monica to call me tomorrow so she can help me out and explain this. And I do know, as you're listening, what the hypnotic sales approach is because we talked about is planting a thought. And so Monica has now planted a thought on my mind that I can experience the power of the written word. And I'm going to ask her to help me define this sales visionary and the whole methodology that we're doing. She's really good. But the purpose of using hypnotic sales approach, they're working, is to move your client's mind in the direction you want them to go without the person thinking or feeling like you're manipulating them. So when you heard Zaccone Prince talking a moment ago, she put Plum in. Plum Ben. Plum Lynn? What's the definition? Can you tell us the definition? You keep typing this. Help me out. Okay. Without feeling manipulated. I'm going to call her. I'm going to have her on the show. So you're going to sprinkle these thoughts throughout. And we're just talking about one embedded command right now, which is when you. And we talked about that when you presupposes that the person is going to do or experience what you described. So when you, Monica Butts Baker, give us the definition, Monica Butts Baker, of Plum Lynn, because I can't go Google it right now, our audience will know what it is. And when you, everyone listening, experience the power of the writing from Monica. Now I'm going to ask her, I'm going to say, Monica, you know what our vision is. You know what our mission is. Can you help us frame that so people know? Plumb line. She said plumb line. Do you know what a plumb line is? No. See, Zaccone's looking at me too.
Yeah, I do. I do know what a plumb line is.
Oh, what is a plumb line?
I don't know. Well, a plumb line is something that you measure up to.
Well,
I'm sure you heard of plumbers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, in fact, when they say that they're plumbing a line, they are actually making sure that it's straight. So a plumb line is something that's used to make sure that something is level or straight. So I don't know if that's the name of her business or her coaching program or service that she offers, but I do know what a plumb line is.
I didn't know. See, I learn every day. Monica, she uses words and she's really good. So that, I might have just missed that because I didn't know. Maybe I was reading it wrong. I just put my glasses on. Yeah, shh. I put my bifocals on. Monica said, yes. Zaccone, what? Oh my God, I can't believe he got that. I'm going to go Google plumb line. I'm going to go, someone put the definition of plumb line down here because I can't believe, it's possible I didn't know. I don't know everything, but seriously, get out of here. Okay, all right. Michelle Pilla said, when you work with our company, you will achieve your weight loss goals, learn how to maintain your new great look, and get your sexy back. Now, somebody holler at that. Do you see how clear that is? When you. Now, Zaccone, did you get that?
I got it.
You did? See?
I got it.
Zaccone and I got it. Hey, Deborah, Future Crimes, how are you? Crims, thanks for joining. I'm getting tired. Thanks for joining. Donna Health says this. Now, Donna, let us know where you are. I met her when I was in Las Vegas, and she has her own shop, by the way, a clothing store for women. It's a retail store, and it's really, truly amazing. But here's what she says. When you work with our company, you will love the variety of beauty selections for your self-expression. How about mine? So she's asking for some feedback, Zaccone. So let me read it again. When you work with our company, you will love the variety of beauty selections for your self-expression. So I'll give a little feedback because Zaccone has a look on his face like, okay, I don't know if I should say something or not say something. He's like, I'm going to leave that one alone. But it's a good start. Good start. When you work with our company, you will love the clothing selections that help you express your uniqueness in front of others. I mean, let them know that when you say beauty selections, that's kind of broad. So I'd rather you narrow that down. But when you experience her clothing selections, you will be able to self-express who you are to the world. I mean, that's where she's going, I believe. Okay, that's good. Thanks. We're going to come back. I'm going to come back. Christy says, okay, here this is she put. When you come get my get seen and paid 3-day workshop, you will walk away knowing how to craft a signature talk that pays. Zaccone, I got that one. You get that one, Zaccone?
I got it.
Okay. I'm in PA, a beauty supply store. Oh, it's a beauty supply store. Eek. See, you said beauty expressions. We didn't know that. All right. She sells hair wigs, not clothes, Shay. Oh God, I'm just kidding. I need a drink of water. This is water. Everyone, I have water in I'm in a hotel. I'm really sleepy right now, but I have water here. I'm gonna drink some of this water. Okay. When you come to my 3-day workshop, you will walk away knowing how to craft a signature talk that pays. Look, that's amazing. Now, that I get. So the reason I was saying the when you, because that's just one of the hypnotic sales approach strategies. And when you text, which I'm going to suggest you do, 202-999-3515, when you text 202-999-3515, and you text the word revenue. You text the word revenue. When you text the word revenue, we will send you the hypnotic sales approach, all 10 of the techniques, as well as the workbook that goes along with it. So you can use it every single day and you can get better. Why, Shay? Tell me the number one reason why I should even text the word revenue. Why should I even pay attention? I only got 1,440 minutes in every day. My minutes are precious because I can always make more money, but I can't make more time. You asked for my time. Here's the reason why. Everyone jot this down in your notes. Michelle Pillar, you rock. Jot this down in your notes. Your words can make you rich. I've said that phrase before. Hashtag sales visionary. I've said that before. I'm going to say it again. Your words can make you rich. We're working on neural linguistic sales right now. It's part of the sales visionary approach. And the sales visionary approach says that sales helps you develop the resources necessary to execute the vision that was given to you. So you got your signature selling style, you've got your buyer's profile, and you got neural linguistic sales, which is having the right words at the right time for the right person. And that's really important. And so if that's you, just text the word revenue to 202-999-3515. All right, with that being said, Zaccone, I'm gonna bring it over to you one more time, man. I know you got to go. We'll be closing up shortly, but take a moment before I give this super duper bonus. Take a moment, if you will, and just share with the audience why you spend time sharing a very personal message to the Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe. And it's posted every single Monday. You can go over to happyentrepreneurstribe.com, happyentrepreneurstribe.com. You can listen to his message. I think the last one was on collaboration. I think it was. Is that right?
Yes.
On collaboration.
Yes, it was.
Give us a snippet if you can. Number one, answer the question directly why you do it, because you don't get paid. We don't put any stars there. It's not like your name is in lights and cameras. But why do you spend time doing it? So talk about that for a moment, and then take just 2 minutes. Just take 2 minutes and talk to the entrepreneur that is out there right now that is listening, and they're like, "Wow, this is a lot. Can I get there? Can I really do it?" And at the Happy Entrepreneur Network, one of our core values, one of our core beliefs that we say on a continuous basis is that today is your January 1st. Today is your January 1st. Today is your January 1st. I want you to imagine what it was like for you back on December 31st. You were excited. This was going to be a new year. A new you, a new business, new clients, new branding, new marketing. It's going to make a new impact. And you were so excited. You woke up the next morning saying, yes, it's January 1st. And you walked around everywhere you went and said, Happy New Year to you. Where were you? Where were you on December 31st? Even if you were sitting at home by yourself. Even if you were in the bed sleep. Even if you was out celebrating. The next day to somebody, somewhere, you even typed the words, Happy New Year. Yeah! Or you said it to yourself, or deep down in your heart, you said, I can't wait till January 2nd because I'm going to the gym. No. I'm going to eat more veggies. No. I'm going to build my relationship with the people I love. And you know what? To some folks, it came and went. But not for Carmelita Walker, who said your words can make you rich. Not for Monica Butts, who said your words can make you rich. Not for April, who said your words can make you rich. Not for Pamela, who's already taken it. She said, today is my January 1st. You didn't even give me time to say that. But here's one of our core values here at the Happy Entrepreneurs Network. Here's one of our core values at The Lab, the #1 business development and revenue focused late night show in the country. Here's our belief. Today is my January 1st. Today is my January 1st. Today is my January 1st. New opportunities, new lives to change. I get a fresh start because my past does not equal my what? Future. My past does not equal my future. So today, when you say that, it doesn't mean that you're crazy. It doesn't mean that you're just being silly. It just means that today is my January 1st. I will have more fun. I will make more money. I will do more good. Someone look right below the video. And put, today is my January 1st. Today is my January 1st. Today is my January 1st. And when someone typed those words and you see it, just hit the heart button. Hit the like button. And that's a signal that is Happy New Year to you. Now, I get excited because I know I'm going to have fun today. I know I'm going to help more people. I know I'm going to serve. I know I'm going to do the right thing. And I know I'm going to control the controllables because every day is a great day. But today is my January 1st. So when your feet hit that ground tomorrow, bam! I want you to say, today is my January 1st. I was just at the marketing camp just this past week. I walked in there, Zaccone. I got to tell you this quick story, Zaccone. I walked in there, didn't know the person that was sitting there. And the person at the marketing camp just this past weekend, it was a husband and a wife. And the husband says to me, Shay, I was watching you. What? And you said today is my January 1st 17 times. And I was about to turn it off. I said, I can't take it. I can't take him saying today is my January 1st. Can I hear that one more time, that today is my January 1st? Today is my January 1st. He said, but then, not because of Shay Brown. I thought, I believe it. You believe it. I said, of course I believe it. I wouldn't say it if I didn't believe it, but I do believe today is my January 1st, that no matter what I'm going through, that there are new opportunities and that I can make today the best day of the year. He said, so now my wife and I, when we get up, do you know what we say? Today is my January 1st. And when you got up there with Trevor Ox and you were talking, you introduced yourself, she kept saying, he's going to say, today is my January 1st. Today is my January 1st. And you never said it. I said, well, because in that moment, that's not what we're talking about. I was there, welcome everybody aboard. But I do believe in my heart of hearts that today is my January 1st. And as you see it below, people are typing those words. Michelle Pillar says, today is my January 1st. Carmelita says, today is my January 1st. April says, today is my January 1st. Murda Brown, who was right there at the camp, says, today is my January 1st. Donna says, today is my January 1st. Bethany Collins talking about, today is my January 1st. You know what? I haven't forgot you over there, Saucony Prince. These are the last comments you're going to make because I know you got to go. But I want you to go ahead and answer two questions. Number one, why you do what you do. And number two, since today is your January 1st, since today gives you a new start, take 2 minutes and talk to folks about, well, having a new start. Well, their why is waiting. Well, things they can do so when they leave, they can make sure when they wake up tomorrow morning, they'll say, today is my January 1st. And here's what Saucony Prince had to say to me. You know, Forrest Lamb, indeed, today is your January 1st. Christy, today is your January 1st. And Saucony made a commitment to me. He said, Shay, I can make time in my schedule once a week. I can come on and give you a segment, and I can talk about things folks can do to stay motivated, stay encouraged. I said, well, one of our core values is to inspire, to empower, and to give the resources to entrepreneurs. That's why this is the place to be at. He says, I can do it. I said, for free? Yeah. If it's free, it's always for me. I'm just joking. Saucony Prince, take it away, my man. Hey, Anand, thanks for joining.
Well, Shay, I want to say why I do what I do. But I need to move over, son. What are you pointing? Okay. No, the reason I do what I do is because of the people that I've been sent to serve. You know, when I was a child, I watched Spider-Man. And I learned a very important biblical principle. It was a paraphrase of a scripture. The principle was, with great power comes great responsibility. But that's just a paraphrase of scripture. To whom much is given, much is required. To whom much is given, much is required. And I realized that I spent time understanding that I've been given much. And when you've been given much, you realize that there's much required of you. Like I said, as a child, even watching Spider-Man, the cartoon on TV, with great power comes great responsibility. You realize that what you have can help somebody. It can change somebody's life. It can actually make a difference in their situation. Tell people all the time, you're the aspirin to somebody's headache. And once you realize that, that should be the driving force that keeps you committed and consistent. Because people really, there's somebody waiting on you. They're waiting to hear your story. They're waiting to buy your book. They're waiting to eat your cake. They're waiting for you to cut their grass. Whatever it is you do, they're waiting for you to do their taxes. They're waiting for you to do their hair. They're waiting for you, for your level of service, for your level of commitment. And if you don't have a heart to serve, why are you in business? You have to be willing to serve. You have to be willing to be there for those to whom you've been sent to serve. And I love so much being able to actually help people to understand that about themselves. Because me speaking, it's really not about me. I may use myself as an example because I don't know everything about everybody there. But the reality is I want them to see themselves. I want them to understand the fact that they have what it takes to change somebody's life. Because if all they thought is that I was a great speaker and I was a great person, I failed. But I want them to understand just how powerful they are and what they have to offer. And the fact that somebody is waiting on them. And if you don't have a heart to serve, that's going to be really hard for you to actually have that level of commitment and consistency in order to be able to change somebody's life. Now, what was the second question? Because I've got so caught up in that, I forgot exactly what it was.
Look, first of all, you answered both. I asked you just to make a comment on why you do it and to inspire and encourage folks. Forrest Lamb wrote, "Don't impress me, impact me." And that's what you're doing. You are impacting lives. Let me just say to Saucony Prince, thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you giving your time, your talent, and your treasure to the Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe. There are folks that are just like you, just like me. They get up every day with a heart to give and a heart to serve. And that's why we created the Happy Entrepreneurs Network, the world's largest organization for the well-being of an entrepreneur. With that being said, thanks a lot, my brother. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Shay. I appreciate you.
Thanks a lot, man. I'll be look forward to connect with you soon.
All right.
Bye-bye. Yeah, that was none other than the man himself, the myth himself, Saucony Prince, who's out there making it happen, rocking and rolling, and just doing a fantastic job. We appreciate him. We love him. Look, here's what I like to do. I'm at the hotel here in where am I? Premier, Atlanta, doing some amazing things, and I'm excited for every single one of you. Look, I want you to know as we close out that you're a winner. You're a champion. You're not average. You may have gone through some trials. You may have gone through some tribulations. You may have had some setbacks. But one of the things my good friend Dr. Willie Jolly says is that a setback is just a setup for a comeback. And I want you to know that your past does not equal your future. That today is your January 1st. Today is your January 1st. Today is your January 1st. And thanks for all those that gave Saucony Prince a digital applause. Let's make sure we give him a digital applause. Here's how we give Saucony Prince a digital applause. Just go look right below the video, and put thanks Saucony. Just put thanks Saucony. Just put thanks at Saucony. Just put thanks at Saucony, spelled C-I-C-O-N-E. Thanks at Saucony. That is a digital applause, and we appreciate him coming on, sharing of his time, sharing of his talent, and giving all of his treasures away so that you can be better today than you were yesterday. And that's one of the things that I admire about Saucony Prince and every single one of you. So with that being said, for those folks that text the word revenue, there's no credit card needed, to 202-999-3515. Again, 202-999-3515. I'm going to make sure I send you the Hypnotic Sales Approach. I'm going to send you the booklet so you have all 10 Hypnotic Sales Approach. We did talk about When You today. When you show up for the Happy Entrepreneur Show, when you show up for these shows, when you arrive and you participate, you will get more value, you will have more impact, and you will make a greater difference in the world. With that being said, thanks for all of you who joined. If you haven't joined the HappyEntrepreneursTribe.com, go over to HappyEntrepreneursTribe.com. That's where the magic is. Connect with other folks that are just like you, just like me. Get up every single day, because we understand that people will pay you today if you help them solve a problem today. We're all in the problem solving business. Okay. Christy says, thanks, Saucony. Forrest Lamb said, thanks, Saucony. I'll see you in New Orleans in October. Christy says, thanks, Saucony. Donna says, thanks, Saucony. Monica Baker said, thanks, Saucony. Michelle Pillar says, where are you doing in Memphis? Atlanta, we're looking at sites for the Black CEO National Conference coming in February, by the way. So I think we're at a hotel today, one of the Hyatts, and we'll be at 2 or 3 more locations coming up. If you're 10 minutes from the Premier, send me a note. We had a meet this afternoon, Michelle Pillar. You'll probably see it on Trevor Ott's page, where we met with entrepreneurs this evening, which is why I was running up the steps today and trying to get connected. Oh my God, about 5 minutes before the show started. But we're here, and I think tomorrow we're not too far from here. So send me a text, Michelle Pillar, or send me an inbox message. I'll let you know exactly where we're going to be tomorrow night. And maybe we'll do a live show with folks who are right there with us. Pamela Ursula, thanks for joining. Charlene Day, it is always a pleasure. Bethany Collins says, mercy at Saucony Prince. So with that being said, my name for all those that are joining is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur. And I believe that the results that show up in your life are just as important as the results that show up in your bank account. And that today is your January 1st. Today is your January 1st. When you wake up tomorrow morning, just tell yourself that. That's the affirmation. That's the thought of the week. Today is my January 1st. Today is my January 1st. Today is my January 1st. Happy New Year to every single one of you. So with that being said, make it a great day, everyone. Make it a great day. And I promise to you, so we make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless. And I wish you all success. Bye-bye for now. For those folks out there that know this is your time, that this is your moment, just hit the heart button. Just hit the like button. And that's just a little signal right now that today is my January 1st. Gotta go now. See you later.